Hello all, Havoc here. Let's get ready to play some Space Engineers.
Okay, so this time we're always worrying about how to put things together. So this time we're going to try to learn how to take things apart. So what we're going to do is we're going to try a sortie on one of these red targets. So in order to do that, we're going to use this one. I think it's kind of expendable, and we're going to use one of the new features they added to the game. So we're going to use a camera, you ask? Well, how is that going to help us take down an armed ship? Well, if we zoom in here and hopefully let's try picking a different color maybe. There we go. Pick the dark color, you can see the white text that says camera, so you can put it right side up. Right side up does matter. Steel plates, really? Come on. There, that'll work. It's just enough. So what we're going to do is, I guess I didn't get just enough. We're going to go on a sortie with a special kind of weapon. Special kind of weapon. Oh, no, not the container. We're going to use one of these. Let's see, weapons and tools. Where is it? This guy right here. For any of you who have watched any of the spotlights, when they started adding it to where you can mod weapons, they added this to the game. It's a sniper rifle. So I'm going to take this out. Alright. We'll put this guy right there. Boom. Okay. So, what they just added to the game are cameras with the ability to zoom. So that makes these weapons actually effective, because these things have such a long range that you weren't able to see your target that you were shooting at. So, alright, so we're going to come back here. We're going to make some bullets. Production. We want slow speed, high damage. Sure, that'll work. And you need iron. Okay, so what I'm going to do, so I'm going to come up here, I'm going to grab some iron. I think I'm just going to pipe this directly up for now until I get the factory floor worked out. I figured out how I want to do the connection point to eliminate actually connecting it directly to the factory floor, but I haven't got to that point yet, so there's still a few little quirks that I want to work out. You know, just like the chandelier, the whole thing was in my head, so it's kind of a hit and miss on ideas, and so far, you know, batting 1,000, so doing pretty good on the chandelier side. So I want to get that connection point to work the way I want it to. Okay, so if this works out the way I want, I think we're going to use the Kestrel as a gunship. So we would mount these large guns on the Kestrel, and because you're going to notice these things have a ton of kick. So it's one side, let's go to the other side. There. So let's go ahead and climb in here. Alright, so let's go out here real quick, and we'll aim there. Actually, watch, we'll aim at the sun, and that is above us. So let's see how far we move when we shoot. Oh, wrong gun. Oops, you have the right one on the toolbar. Since we don't have rockets on this thing anymore, let's put it there. Oh, looks like the kick got taken out, so alright. We'll be alright. So, we're going to go here, camera, here, view. Now, when we hit 3, we have this really cool view that we can zoom in on. And I need to turn my mouse sensitivity down. Okay. Hey, that's controllable now. So the cool part is now we can zoom in on anything, pretty much. Let's take a look at that rock out there. Alright, so, just so happens, there's a business shipment. Let's go say hi. So in theory, we can sit right outside its weapon range. And pluck off its guns. And then go in and take what we want, or the whole thing. And come on back. So I need to be careful about my speed, because this thing builds up speed pretty quickly. Last thing I need to do is just go shooting into it. So here we go. We're getting into the 3,000 range, and it's starting to appear. You can start to make out more and more parts of it. So this is all based on render distance. So if you can render further out, then you can do better at this. So let's see what happens here. I missed. So definitely gonna have to learn to lead our targets. And it looks like the turrets are on the other side. Where are we at for distance? Oh, we're getting shot at. Oh, almost. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get in behind it. That'll make it easier. Probably going to end up hurting the ship itself. Like that. But I'm okay with that. We have plenty of solar panels. I think what I'll probably end up doing is taking and putting just one of these guns. Alright, there's one down. Did we get the other one too in the process? I think we did. So, obviously this was our first run at this. So we're going to go and climb out. We're going to head over there. And we're going to take this ship. Hopefully. So our military patrol has a beacon on it, so we'll be able to get back. Ooh, got touchdown. So this thing took some damage. I can't remember if there's guns inside or not. So that's something that we won't be able to get around, is there being internal turrets. So I think at that point we'll probably just, if we're going to use a Kestrel, we'll take the outside turrets, we'll bring the whole thing back, and just put it in a grinder. So we get all the supplies, but come on, there we go. Right ourselves up. Okay, no turret. So, and temperature dampeners are on. Thank you. So let's go get our small ship. Let's bring it over. So there we go. That was our first little sortie with this idea. You know, like I said, it's got some work to do. I think one gun's going to be better because we're doing a little bit more of a precise thing. One gun right where the camera right where the gun is, kind of thing. Probably across the top on this one would be a good idea. So that'll be pretty cool, I think, because we'll be able to pinpoint where we want to hit. Might also start doing fast rounds with less damage. Might be a little bit more accurate that way. Oh, our dampeners aren't on. Oh no. Havoc! Didn't I say the ship was expendable? I think I started out with saying that, didn't I? I think at least I think I did. Let's grab some of this ammunition here, I guess. Ooh. Let's see, I started out with saying this ship was expendable. Then I followed that up with I should probably watch my speed so I don't slam into something. Where's that business shipment at? There it is. Wow, we ended up a long ways away, didn't we? My dampeners are off, that's why. Okay, let's not repeat that. Okay, so I actually expected to lose that ship, you know, just kind of going in with this. I could have swore I turned that ship's dampeners on. Unless something happened really bad that I really hope it didn't. I think it's lost its large reactor when I slammed into it. Let's see. Nope, its large reactor is there. Its thrusters are on. Let's see, let's take a look here. Maybe I just didn't get its dampeners turned on. That's what it looks like. Access to, oh, that's what happened. Alright, so hold on a second here. Turn my dampeners off. Okay, I'm not moving anywhere now. Okay, so now can I get in the chair? Access denied. Okay, there we go. Now our dampeners are on. So we took out almost all of those solar panels. Okay, so we left with a small ship and we come back with a large ship. So, not too bad. And this thing has uranium, solar panels, lots of steel plates, which we need lots of steel plates on. Radio components, those are pretty cool. Ooh, batteries. Well, that one's pretty trashed. Either from wreckage or from me shooting. Either way, it's pretty trashed. So, and who knows what's in the large container. I think there's a large container in this thing. There's a assembler, looks like, right there. Yeah, not too bad. So we're gonna start doing a few sorties like this. And let's see how fast we're going here. We don't want to go too fast because this only has, I thought I had my dampeners off. Okay. Only has one thruster, so let's see. Fuel time is in the negative because we're facing enough into the sun to receive power from the solar. Okay, so I'm going to cut away, and when we get back, we will be back at base. So, unless something catastrophic like slamming into the asteroid happens, I'll see you on the other side of the cut. Okay, so we're back, and see, I made it in one piece. I'm just now about to crash into the asteroid. It hasn't happened yet. We got this thing pointed at the sun, so we can leave it fully powered with its inertial dampeners and everything turned on. Let's turn our inertial dampeners on. So, okay, we got this guy back here. Assembler, huh? Let's see what's in here. So, the next thing I want to do if we're going to be bringing ships back is because a lot of them we're not going to have a purpose for. Such as this ship. This we don't have any purpose for except for parts. But, without a ship like the Maelstrom, and even with a ship like the Maelstrom, this would take quite a while to take apart. So, similar to have anything in it. Let's see how much uranium this thing has. So what I want to do is I want to build up a ship grinder. And so it's not going to be as cool looking, I think, as the chandelier. With 31 uranium. Nice. Thank you, sir. Can easily take that because it has solar cells to power the rest of the ship. So what is this? Oh, that was a battery. I still got half its power, over half its power, most of its power cells. So what I want to do is I'm going to build a grinder, and what I want that grinder to do is facilitate grinding all of the components we get out of ships. So we can fly a ship over to it, place the, oh sweet, we can place a ship inside of it and let it do the work, and it'll add those items to our inventory inside the production facility. So as it's pretty much going to always be on, I just want to be able to fly things over to it and drop them in it and walk away. I want to put it on the side of the sun, as it's also not a mandatory production facility. I'm also not going to be worried about it being in the direct sunlight if I do decide to turn asteroids on. Oh, there's a lot of stuff in here. That's cool. So I do plan on having it be on this side. Reactor components, nice. And we talked before about in the sun versus out of the sun. And this is going to be an instance where I'm okay if it's in the sun. It's going to make it easier to get power to it and all that fun stuff. This system is not going to be piped into the station as well. I'm going to have gravity fed as well because I don't want 50 grinders showing up in our inventory sorter. So yeah, that's how that's going to work out. And I want to go to the Reaper. He's way over there. Okay. The reason I want to come over here is because I have some stuff I want to put inside here. So as we lost our expendable ship, we're now able to not go get that one. And I don't want to use any of our other ships because we don't have our photocopier online. Which also brings me to the next part of possibly getting that up online a lot sooner than I anticipated. So I'm only putting ores in here, either by ingots or raw. These kind of things I want to go down in the station below. So those are going to go where they need to, get harvested, turned into ingots. And ingots are going to go where they need to. Storage for later. So the grinder, I basically am going to put pretty much opposite of the chandelier. So I think it'd be kind of cool. We're going to have resources coming from both directions. So it's just a matter of, see where the Reaper's down there, piping it through to not collide with this side and still be able to get the resources into here. But since the resources are coming down this wall over here, I think I'll be able to pull that off by pulling them in like just right over here or something. Yeah, I can see we can't see down in below there, so yeah, something like that. I'll just drill a hole. It'd be much simpler. It won't be as sophisticated as this. Alright, so let's throw this stuff in here. And I'm gonna get rid of this uranium in here because I'm nervous I'm gonna end up dying and losing all that uranium. I was actually shocked I didn't take any damage when I collided that small ship. That little fighter ship. Commercial freighter. Man, It's really tempting, but we don't want to lose this guy. So, let's see if we can build another one real quick. Oh, no, we don't have any steel parts. So, alright, we're going to save that for another time. But we do know the idea works. The idea is sound. I don't remember that hole being there. And it's too organic, I didn't make it. That's interesting. Okay. Hello. A little window. Maybe that's what we'll do. We'll put glass right there. So, I guess that could bring us to the photocopiers. I've not done anything with them before, so this is going to be entirely new. This is going to be our production area, so I guess this is as good a spot as any. I think might try to do is put them on the sides, maybe? Not sure where's going to be the right spot to put these. I know it needs to get power, and I know it needs to be connected, but I also know that you can't do small ship variants on side of a station, so that doesn't work as well. So you basically will end up doing this right here. You go new small ship, put this down, and then put the projector on top of this. So I also don't want this in the way either. So that's why I was kind of thinking about doing something like this. But even still, a ship can... Oh, these guys have been doing just fine hanging out right on the sides. So I think I'm going to do something like this, where we'll put it here, and you just project your ship right there. So let's grab a few components. These are the basics. I think we should have some steel plates now. Hopefully. Yep, got a couple. Okay, we'll take 100 of those. 100 construction components. And all large steel tubes. Some small steel tubes. And some motors. The basics. So bring this over here. Put this here. And sure. That looks good. Okay, so that's going to go like that. Next up, we're going to need a small block. So I'm going to use heavy armor for this small block because I want it to be resilient. We're also, let's go ahead and get rid of all this stuff. We're also going to need a small nuclear reactor. And then we're going to need the projector block. So let's use our little search so we're not just wasting a bunch of time looking for it. So we're going to need that, that, and that. That's pretty much it. So we're going to go grab our block. Whoa, 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 whoa. There we go. Put that there. We're going to take and put our small reactor right there so we can get to it. Let's weld this up real quick. We're going to be missing reactor components, medium grid, and uranium. So let's grab those three things. So we'll take those and those. I'm going to grab 20 uranium because, well, in theory, this doesn't go anywhere. So it'll last a very long time. I forgot middle grids. Come on, Havoc, pay attention. Okay. And there we go. Reactor is... Oh, I forgot 10 computers. Ah, oh, come on. I almost grabbed computers too. I looked at them because they were in here. I was like, oh, hey, computers. Nah, those are advanced parts. Alright, so now we got computers. Alright. Computer online. Okay, so there's uranium and it's got power. So now we're going to go ahead and put our projector down. So now, see, this is the part I don't remember. I think the X on the top, or the plus, is the top of your ship, and that line vertical is the front of your ship, because notice the other ones don't have any markings. I believe that's how it goes. So hey, let's find out. We're learning together. I've watched the video where they added them to the game, and that's the extent of my knowledge of that part. So we're also going to go ahead and we need a control panel. That's also what we need, because we need to be able to access that. Oh, it's right there. I was getting ready to use my search menu as I saw it, so I think we could, in theory, use the reactor's control panel. Can we? We'll check that out real quick first, because I want that thing to be as simple as possible. And control panel. Oh, we can't. So, okay. Blueprints. Cool. Alright, so this appears to be online then. I still want to put a control panel on the other side, just in case they fix that later. Besides, I need one display. It's not a complicated component. Okay, so there we go. So now this system is fully integral to itself. I didn't even see it build. There was so little left on it. And first things first, we're going to copy this guy, because he happens to be my favorite right now. So now I have to remember which hotkey it is to copy. I'm pretty sure I'll look at the ship and go, that's not it. Control copy. I'll turn my jetpack off. All right. Okay, so this is from the Steam Workshop. So how do I get mine in here? What if I go into the ship? Okay. Info. Alright, so we're just going to give it a generic name. Okay, so I don't know. I thought it was control copy, but okay, so I have the ship. Okay, there it is. Control B. That's what it is. Okay. So let's go back into that. I think it was this menu. Please excuse my ignorance. There it is. So it's Alt F10. That brings us back into here. So now we can do stuff like, let's get into a proper, there we go. We can get into a proper angle here, and we can go to 10. Oops. So we can go here and details. Here we go. So let's see here. Take screenshot. That's what I wanted to do. Take screenshot. Okay. Perfect. Alright, that works. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to adjust the screenshot of it. Okay, so it's got 438 blocks. Me. Cool. This is somebody else's ship. I'm not publishing to the Steam Workshop. This is just for our internal use. Name is shuttle. Type small ship. that all looks great. And then we just say close. So now we have this blueprint. It's currently in our network. And we're not with Verizon or AT&T because they don't have coverage out here. Let's see here. Let's go in here. Okay. Go to the projector, blueprints, shuttle. Okay. There it is. That's the deal. And so now it's not entirely perfect. So I was right. That's the front of the ship, and that's the top of the ship. So nailed that one. Now that's cool. So now you can come in here, and you can go OK, and we're going to go to the projector block. So courtesy of this really nice UI being invisible, you can see the ship moving. So what you need to do, a vertical offset of 1, forward offset of 1. And now, nope, I went the wrong way. So yes, I actually did it the right way. No, I didn't, because what we want to do is we want to go up 1 block and put the landing gear there. And by going up 1 block and putting the landing gear basically right above this. Ooh, hello, hi. Thanks, lady. That means 10% health or 10% energy. So what I'm going to end up doing is oh, no, get back in there. Get back in there. That would have sucked. So that way we can trim a block off, because you have to break the ship away. And I'll show you how, what I mean here is a second. So let's turn our tab back on. There we go. Take a drink of my refreshment there. So what ends up happening is you end up needing to cut away this from this to make them 2 separate entities. So in order to do that, we are going to do this. We're going to come into here, projector. So we're going to do the forward offset of -2. It looks like -1 will be enough. Then you go to vertical offset of, I think, 2 as well. So let's take a look. Perfect. So now I can take a block. I don't want a heavy block this time, because this one we're going to destroy a lot. So we're going to take this one and put right on top of that. And once I complete this block, that landing gear should have changed. So now I should be able to weld the landing gear. I cannot. So does it have to be a physical block, I guess? So what we'll do is we'll move it to the nose, kind of where it was earlier. And so what will end up happening is we'll cut this away, and then the ship will be free. So it's their way of ensuring that your ship is always firmly attached, which I'm okay with. They did a good job on that part. So then we need to go back to 0 on that. So actually we're going to go to -1. And we're going to move that offset to -1 as well. Is that where we wanted it? No. We want it up here. So I messed up. It is sketchy. You can actually make these with a projector attached, and I believe that's where it will make that point, this point that we're trying to get to work. So okay, so vertical offset is to be -1, that's correct. So, but we want to move that to there, I think. Let's see. That would almost work. So what I need to do is I need to do it like this so I can see what's going on. Like a mechanic underneath a car. So leave that at 0. So okay, see how that is intersecting now? We need to raise this up 1. Perfect, just like that. See how that one block has changed its silhouette? Like that. So now, see, I can start welding blocks. So then what happens is when this ship's all said and done, fully completed, we take our grinder out and we grind this away right here. And then that ship will float away. Or, well, we can fly it at that point because it will have power in it. And so that's the basics of projectors. So now we have this projector block is now online and working, and we are building all the components it needs to be a real ship. Okay, so we got a few parts left to do. Nothing too drastic, and just want to get back into this real quick here and give you a heads up on how it's going. These welders are trying to weld everything at the same exact time, so it's taking a long time to do because it's literally trying to touch every single block all at the same time and spread out its resources. So we climb in here, and fuel time 1 year. We're going to go into inventory. There's uranium already in it. Oh, no, wait, I stand corrected. There isn't. There is uranium in this. Okay, so as it's connected, it's getting power. That's why everything's turned on. The beacon's on. See, it maintained its beacon's name. That's pretty cool. So now we're going to come in here. We don't have any uranium on us, so we're going to come grab a spot from this one. Just a touch. I'll take 2, please. Alright. Just enough so we can get this thing underway. It has enough thrusters to move on under its own power now, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. So that reactor is now online. So now we come down here and do. Boom. This ship is on its own. Wrong button. Come in here. Power up its reactor. Okay, I'm going to hit V so we can step back a little bit. And now the cool thing happens. Watch this. Do you want to build another one? Because that's what that projector is set up to do, is to build these. So we can set up projectors around this ring to build different ships at any one given time. So if we need shuttles, we can have that one building shuttles, another one building shuttles. You know, I mean, we can have them all building shuttles all at the same time. We can build a couple Scorpions. We can have them just basically just sitting there, just like that, waiting to get built. So we can have a Scorpion over here, so on and so forth. So we can literally mass produce ships now. So let's go park him next to his brother. So one small disadvantage to what I just did. Some of you who have used these before may have pointed this out, or already figured this out already. So I disconnected this guy before everything was completed. So now we're going to get out, we're going to go around, and there's going to be thrusters missing. Specifically on this side, I believe. Yeah, see, there's a hole there, and a thruster goes in that hole. This one was incomplete. See, like that. So this one's missing that thruster because we disconnected before we started building it. So there are going to be a few other components that are going to be missing as well. This is where that can get dangerous, is because, see, this isn't, nothing was done here. These blocks are entirely missing. You can actually disconnect that thing way too early and get a really bad ship out of it. So there we go. We got Pete and repeat. So there's a couple other things missing too, I can see. Got a couple other thrusters. You know? No, those are supposed to be there. Okay, yeah. That looks like that on both of them. So yeah, that's how the projectors work, and it's like this is why we need so much resources, because we want to be able to just on a whim turn around, come over here, we throw that block in, there we go, we can start welding up this ship now. So those are projectors, and that's how we're going to start making duplicates of ships and maintaining our fleet, because, well, as you guys just saw a little bit ago, I crashed them. And once we start getting out there, we're going to start crashing them more. So we'll photocopy the Kestrel here, and then we'll also probably photocopy the barge just to make sure, because, well, we can, so there's no reason not to. So, alright, that's it for now. This is Havoc. Have fun and keep gaming.